Wow, look at these mohawks. Heather's yard looks like it's filled with mohawk. It's crazy. Her friend mowed it in the dark. See?
We all know a name when we see it on stream. We all know a name when we see it on stream. Everybody say it, Hetty 1313.
Hey people! Hey girl, hey!
Oh, you got that pointed at me?
Yep, well yeah, because I look like an anal cavity. Well, I need a haircut because the girl that cut my hair didn't cut it short enough. I think she was scared. So anyway...
Longer than mine.
Well, shut up. But the deal is now when I spike it and stuff, I look like a ray of sunshine. Or like I've got a lion's mane or something, but not cool like dread lion mane type thing.
Not that long.
No, not at all. But I look like a lion that somebody cut their hair. So I don't know what. Shut up. I just look stupid as hell. So anyway, the clip that was before that was of my lawn because my friend Tiffany, she came over one night because we had an inspection today from the city, and she came over in the middle of the night and mowed my lawn with no light, and so now we think it's hilarious. Yeah, she used that light that, you know, is at nighttime. You can see it because it's like, what is it, solar powered? Anyway, she just used that light, so now we've got mohawks all through the lawn. It's funny as hell. Anyway, okay, so this is Brad. Brad knows all. You can go subscribe to him, but guess what? He doesn't do videos, so don't bother. But he does comment on my videos, and he always gives me crap, so you'll see him in there.
Job.
Well, duh. So, okay. This is the deal. Everybody knows I'm trying to get a house. My lease here is up in 8 months. Number one, she's not going to rent to me again.
I wouldn't if I were her.
But...
Evil. You're an evil tenant.
Why? Because
she's a psycho, that's why.
I pay rent, and she actually is accountable for fixing things. Anyway. So, what was I going to say? Oh, okay. So, in 8 months, this is the deal. Physically and emotionally, I cannot deal with another move that is not into a permanent place. Now, if I have to, I'm going to have to come to terms with that. But we're going to keep hope alive because you said it is possible.
Absolutely.
That I could get a forever home.
Absolutely.
In the 8 months.
Absolutely.
Because this is the deal. The reason why I want a house, and the reason why it was on my bucket list, is so that way Chase always has a place to come home to. But, you know, if he gets married and has kids and stuff, I want all the grandbabies to be able to come over. I want him to come and be able to visit and know he has a room. If he comes on hard times or whatever, or if he decides to go to community college first if he wants to, then he has a place. He has a permanent home. So, I'm trying to get, that's why it's on the bucket list. I want my baby to know he always has a place, even if he never uses it. There you go.
Besides, it's actually a good time to buy real estate right now. It's a hard time to get a loan, but it's a good time to buy.
Yeah. Now, this is my problem. I don't have any credit except for bad credits. Well, I've got like bad things on my credit, but I have never had a credit card in my life. I've never done anything like that.
The only good credit you have on your report is the Sportage.
Yeah, the car, which I can't believe is still on there.
Yeah. No,
But
It'll be on there forever.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But bad credit has to fall off
Yeah.
at some point.
10 years.
10? I thought it was 7.
No, that's bankruptcy.
Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, let's not get into that because I'll talk to you privately about that one. Okay, so this is what Brad has done for me. And if you want to follow suit, because this is the year that I feel like everybody should not only, even if you're financially stable, I think that everybody should lighten their load and not be so, I want this, I want that, I want this, and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It's amazing what you can actually live without when you have to.
Exactly. Exactly my point. Now, I haven't been vlogging because I was having panic attacks and stuff like that because I'm stressed because I only have 8 months left. And I did not know what I needed to do. I'm just sitting here just waiting.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is part of that's what I was telling you. It's a process. It's almost like a chess game. When you get your credit and you look at it, if you disagree with anything that's on there, you write the credit bureaus and challenge it.
Now, would it be easier because I have called them before and they went ahead and did it through the phone and challenged it, and then they had 30 days.
You can do it by the phone, but you have to follow up with a letter, usually.
They just sent me a letter and told me what was falling off and what wasn't.
Well,
but
great. That's wonderful that they did that, but they don't always do that.
So,
which is why a letter is much better.
So writing a letter is much better. So everybody, if you have even little things on your credit or whatever, just go ahead and do this. Just why not? Let's make this year awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you don't think it's right, challenge it. And then they have a time period, I believe it's 30 days.
Let's be real, even if it is yours, let's go ahead and challenge it. But anyway.
And here's why. Because when you have bad credit, especially, it's usually a collection agency that has bought a whole bunch of accounts at a huge, huge, huge discount. Usually pennies on the dollar from the original credit provider.
I mean, like, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're going to hound you. Okay, so they buy it pennies on the dollar.
They buy pennies on the dollar, and they usually almost never have all the right documentation. They've just bought an account with an amount, and it's on a spreadsheet, and it's all electronic for the most part. They do not have the original documents. But the sale agreement with the original credit provider says, if I need them, you will provide them to me. So they often just simply say, yeah, it's a valid account, it's a valid debt because we bought it from, whoever. Chase, Wells Fargo, insert your credit provider here.
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly. And then they respond back to you, and at that point, you need to challenge the whole thing. You need to challenge it back again by saying, provide me with a copy of the original documents. Prove that this was me and that I entered into this contract for this credit, that I incurred this debt. Me, Brad Johnson,
right.
Other Eddie 1313.
Yes.
And at that point, most collection agencies, they cry uncle because they can't. And
even though they put it in writing that the other company would give it to them, they never do.
They never do because they never keep them. Once they sell the debt, they keep them.
They're done.
They're done. And I saw from the inside out, when banks acquire banks, blah, 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 different systems, different electronic systems, different storage spaces, things get lost. They just get lost.
Right.
And people get fired, get laid off, move to different jobs. The institutional knowledge of where things are gets lost. So even if they still have them, the odds of them being able to find it are as a practical matter,
shush it,
relatively low.
Right.
So it's good to go through this process and try to do whatever you can to fix your credit.
Yeah.
But it is a process, and it's going to take,
It's going to take time.
Yeah, several months.
But now,
many months.
Okay.
But not 8. It shouldn't take 8 months.
It shouldn't. Okay, so I have 8 months. So you better look. We're in a meeting right now. We don't have our cell phones on.
Well, I turned it off.
It's
I put it on mute.
okay, so this is the deal. I have 8 months. I need to get a secured credit card. I was told that it would take about a year, maybe 2, for a secured credit card to actually affect your credit.
That's not true. Whenever you get any kind of a new credit account,
even if it's secured.
doesn't matter. If it's credit account.
Okay.
And it gets reported by the credit provider to the credit bureaus, and that's done in real time. I mean, literally, as soon as your card generates a first month's billing statement, that information will get electronically uploaded to, TransUnion and all the other credit bureaus, and poof, on your record it'll say, on your credit report, it'll say new account, and it will list it, and
then as soon as you pay a payment, then
it starts listing it as paid as agreed. It's incredibly vague, but it says paid as agreed, and
but that immediately affects your credit score.
It will immediately positively affect your credit score.
Okay, so...
And that's true with any kind of credit account you open. It immediately impacts your credit score. The opposite is also true. For example, if you get a car repossessed. And I've got a friend right now she's going through that, and it immediately adversely affects your credit in a horrible, horrible fashion.
Right.
You can spend years developing good credit, only have it wiped out in 3 or 4 months.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now this is the deal. If you go and get a secured credit card, you can get a $500. Like, I'm probably going to get one for $350 because that's the lowest my bank will go to get one. But you never spend over more than what half of the card is.
That's a good idea usually, because you never want to spend more than the card. You don't want to overdraft.
Well, that you can't, yeah.
And you certainly, sometimes if they link it to your bank account.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll provide you with overdraft protection. But you never want to do that. You never really want to max it out, because then it shows you're irresponsible.
Okay.
And you also don't want to pay it off too soon, because part of the credit score isn't just how big of a risk you are, how profitable are you?
Because they make interest.
They make interest off of you. And
so, would you just pay the minimum amount then?
That's probably a good idea for the first, I'd say maybe 3 to 6 months.
Okay. So, 3 to 6 months, minimum amount. I'm going to get that.
Maybe a little more.
Okay.
Maybe a little more, but I would...
But it immediately affects your credit score.
Yeah, and keep the balance around, a third to a half of the available credit.
Okay. So, that is what we're doing right now. I am not going to show me because I look like a crazy crackhead right now. But, this is the deal, people. I've decided we're going to see how this works. I'm just throwing it out there. You're not going to throw it back, because I might throw it back. I don't know. Monday, Wednesday, Friday vlogs. Okay? Because obviously I cannot be trusted to do all week right now with my vlogging bone in a cast. Okay? Because it's being healed. Monday, Wednesday, Friday vlogs. If there's something immediately I need to put up, of course, that would be a different thing. And it might just pop up, you're welcome. But on the other channel, we got that all fixed and everything. What day did I say?
Wednesday.
Did I say Wednesday?
Yeah, you said you do it every Wednesday on that one.
No, I don't want it. I want to do it either Tuesday or Thursday then. So I'll do Thursday. Thursday on the other channel.
Unless you do Tuesday.
Unless I do Tuesday. But go subscribe to my other channel because I'll be doing once a week over there. It's going to be either rants, which I have a lot of stuff to rant about, or makeup tutorials, or actually whatever the heck I want to do. Not going to be vlogging, and it's not going to be rated PG-13, okay? Not all the time. Sometimes maybe. Not all the time. So just beware. Throwing it out there. I love your guts. Do your toodles poodles.
Doodles poodles.
You have to do the peace sign. Hurry. We're running out of time.
Doodles poodles.
Kisses on your face.